Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it all. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option instead of...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage. Back at the 22. Here's Goff now on second down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malcolm Smith coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Black 80! White 20!
Here's McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Croft. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chris Baker forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gould now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Taking it about the 16. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time start. They're setting the pace. Making the other team chase now.
Three deal. Thanks, fellas. We got 3. Let's go. Wait, 80! Left 80! Go ahead.
McKinnon. And he is He's met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
11. 1, Omaha.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. A dump down to McKinnon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, 51 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the open receiver is Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
DC. 12.
On second down, here's Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Caught left side, Garçon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Garoppolo. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
DC.
I think a free play now for Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Fighting to stay upright. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
2nd and 10. Goff again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. They're able to find Garcon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
You used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And the grab by Croft. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Merlin! 14.
Here's Goff now on second down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Throwing on third. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. He's at the 40. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. 55 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw on second down is Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are in for 6. And now it's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A gain of 32 that time.
21. Hey, pull down. Switch.
Now McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Jerry Atauchu brings him down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here again is McKinnon. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chris Baker in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21, 13.
Now Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Orange.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Reuben Foster in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Earl Mitchell gets him down there.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go. Here we go. 76.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we